Alright guys, welcome back again to more Umineko. We finally finished episode 3, taking care of the first half of the tea party, and on to the second half of it. And now we even got an interesting little time skip to follow through on. So if anything else, hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you all for the love and support. Let's keep it going. Alright everyone, and we're back.
それよりもっと面白いことを思いついたのよ。いろいろ悩んだわ。どうやればあなたをひどい目に遭わせられるかをね。殺してしまおうとも思ったわ。
Wow, Ava was pretty savage, right?
あるいは、すべての財産を消し去り、あなたを無一文にして後宮家から叩き出してやろうかとも思ったわ。素敵でしょ？お上品に育てられたご令嬢が腐ったパンや泥水を這いつくばって漁り回るのよ。ああ、それも実に素敵だわ。
楽しい？
楽しいわ。あなたを怯えさせるのはね。でももうじき私は死ぬわ。だから、私が死んだ後もどうやってあなたを苦しませ続けるか考えたの。そうしたら、案外単純なことだったわ。それをあなたに話したくて呼んだのよ。
そろそろ中間近いんだけど、手短にね。
あなたに、すべての財産を相続することにしたわ。
へえ。
それどころか、私が死ぬ最後の一日まで、どこまでも財産を増やして、膨れに膨らませてあなたに相続することにしたのよ。それがどういうことか、想像がつくかしら。
Are you trying to burden her with your enemies? Or is there more to it than that?
わかんないわ。バカだから。
そうよね。わかんないでしょうね。
Or are you trying to burden her with the whole Beatrice witch curse? Which I thought it's a curse, considering once you inherit it, it's your, it's yours.
楽しみにしてなさいよ。本当に楽しいわよ。お金持ちは。毎日日本中の妖怪が朝から晩まで遊びに来るわよ。
Ah, so all of our enemies then. Got you.
あんたの私生活は、これからはすべてワイドショーと週刊誌が覗き見してくれるわ。何をしてもしなくても、マスコミは必ず私を批判する。施せばブルジョワだと叩かれ、渋れば主戦度だと罵られる。ああ、本当に素敵な毎日よ。そんな日々に、若くて先の長いあなたをぜひ招待してあげようと思いついたの。本当に素敵でしょ？
あんたのしてきたことに対する世間の正当な評価でしょ？
そうね。そうでしょうね。いいわ。好きなだけ私を罵るといいわ。そしてその評価をあなたが背負うのよ。製品が善人、金持ちは死ねというのが日本の文化。あんたはやがて何をしてもしなくても日本中から妬みと恨みの象徴に祭り上げられていく。そんな生活の中で生きていくあなたのこれからの人生は とあんたの味方は誰もいない。あんたの悩みなど誰も聞かない。あなたを罵ることは公然としたスポーツになる。そしてそれを誰も止めない。ああ、エンジェああ、本当に楽しみよ。あんたはどんな人生を送ってどう終えるのかしら？
I'm gonna laugh if Ange just lives her life how she usually does, with all that money, with no care in the world, and is still happy. That's gonna tick off Ava in the afterlife, the meta life, wherever she is afterwards.
世界中の誰も信用できず、誰も愛せず、誰とも語り合えない人生をたっぷり満喫しなさい。その苦労話を持って地獄へ落ちてくるのを私はのんびりと待っているわ。
I'm not gonna lie, that's a little funny. Her insane laughter turned into a painful cough. Without changing her expression in the slightest, looking completely unconcerned, Ange stared at the only survivor of Okenjima. Perhaps because he found the violent coughing odd, the guard flew in as he gave a short knock on the door. Ange glanced at him wordlessly, showing that she hadn't moved a step from where she had been. Ange was prepared for some kind of trap to frame her in Ava's death. However, that was fortunately a needless anxiety. As the guard rubbed Ava's back, he poured hot water from a thermos into a mug. As he did, Ava kept coughing, looking like she was in pain. Ange thought that this was probably the final form of the Witch of Okenjima, and the last she would be able to see. Eventually, Ava was able to moisten her throat and regain her normal breathing. However, the glittering madness inside her eyes hadn't subsided in the slightest.
あの呪われた莫大な黄金と後ろ三宅投手の家督、そして黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの名を今こそあなたに譲るわ。
Oh, so now she's gonna be the new Beatrice too?
魔女の名にふさわしい狂って歪んだ生涯を楽しみなさい。
そんなのいらないわ。それより教えて。あの日、六軒島で何があったの？事故があったなんて、私は信じない。あの日に何があったのか、父さんと母さんと兄さんがどうして死んだのか、本当のことを教えて。
ああ、それが一番の嫌がらせよね。あの日に何があったか。1986年の今日。なんて言葉を残して三人が死んだのか、知りたいわよね。
Ava's voice actress is just so impressive. She's really good at just getting under your skin.
教えないわよ。呪われた黄金は残す。でもね、あんたが望む真相は私が地獄まで持っていくわ。それがあんたにできる一番の嫌がらせよ。悔しい？聞きたければ地獄まで行ってあんたの家族に聞いてみるといい。なら今すぐ死なないとね。今すぐへそでも噛んで死んじゃえば。あ
That laugh continued until she started coughing again. And that cough did not subside until she started moaning and going into convulsions. October 4th, 1986. On Rokenjima, the Ushinomiya family's customary and final family conference was held. And on the next day, October 5th, an extremely unfortunate accident occurred and the Ushinomiya family was wiped out. As good luck would have it, Ushinomiya Eva escaped from that, and succeeded almost all of the Ushinomiya family's fortune. However, due to the many turbulent rumors surrounding the Ushinomiya family, the way Eva acted afterwards, and her unnatural actions at the time of the unfortunate accident, there was a public controversy over whether this might have been a plot to get all the inheritance for herself. Under pressure from the public, prosecutors attempted numerous investigations, and the media began tracing the outline of the murder plot under the name of Rokenjima Gate. But in the end, they were not able to find sufficient proof that this unfortunate accident was a crime. Excuse me, guys. However, because the media continued to give the impression that Rokenjima Gate was a murder plot by Eva, public opinion began to believe that she was the true culprit, which she technically is. Of course, all that easily condemnable overbearing financial activity which she had carried out using that vast wealth left a bad impression that only made matters worse. Every time she did something and the rumors started spreading, the talk shows would bring back Rokenjima Gate, blaming the justice system by saying that she was the true culprit and that the only reason that she hadn't been arrested was because even the police had been bribed. And the impression that she was an evil criminal grew stronger and stronger. Her heart eventually degenerated, and ironically, it began to transfigure her into the kind of human that the public expected. By now, Eva had no one she trusted and no family. Her beloved husband Hideyoshi was already no more, and the talk shows would occasionally mention his company, saying that it was run recklessly while criticizing and disgracing its former accomplishments. Even her beloved son, George, was dramatized as the stereotypical rich, lazy son that the public expected, and no one even attempted to find out what a simple and honest character he had possessed. As to how much all of this hurt Eva and ran to her ruin, no one was interested. The public was only interested in the idea of an evil woman who had gone so far as to kill her whole family to become a multimillionaire, and in what kind of pitiful final years she would lead. So she changed more and more, until eventually, Eva's personality was transfigured to the point that she was treated as a lunatic. It was said that she sometimes remembered that this was exactly the same way her father Kinzo, who she had once admired, had been in his later years, and laughed at herself with scorn. And on the day of the final family conference, because Ushinomiya Rudolph's daughter Ange had been sick and had stayed with her mother's family, she had not participated. At the age of 6, she lost her family and gained Eva as her guardian. Since Ange had become Eva's only blood relative, Eva took very good care of her. She had imposing guards always surrounding Ange's person to prevent her from coming to harm. Ange had even her right to play with friends, to come home from school together, and to enjoy the seasons together stolen, so that she can live a full and pleasant school life. Eva sent Ange to an elegant boarding school which took care of her every need, completely isolating her from the world. She didn't even know the popular songs that girls her age might hum. She was never once given a chance to enjoy window shopping with her friends, or stuff her mouth with crepes, much less an encounter with a member of the opposite sex to make her heart throb. Ange did not have a single friend. If anyone carelessly acted friendly with Ange, they would be scolded by the guards or else the teachers. All of them were strictly ordered not to let the peasants approach the daughter of the esteemed Ushinomiya family. During that time, the talk shows were always talking about Ushinomiya Eva and always spreading rumors about her many financial evil deeds. Those who found out that she was her daughter naturally began to keep their distance. Even now, she was called a witch at school, and any time something adverse happened, it was baselessly whispered as truth that the school was operating according to her wishes, and that she had something to do with it. The environment makes the person. By now, she had a heart as hardened as those around her feared. She trusted no one and didn't even try. She loved no one and didn't even try. And on top of all this, when Ava caught an incurable illness, it was whispered that this too had been planned, and this time Ange was set up as the mastermind. Everyone whispered that the daughter of a witch was a witch. Even the talk shows and the weekly magazines whispered that. So Ange too, because of that, no, as though it might as well be true, accepted it. Therefore, since she already believed that she was a witch, when she heard that the name of the Golden Witch was being turned over to her, she felt nothing if not completely unfazed. However, she was at least sure of one thing. This title of witch that she had inherited would definitely never be inherited by anyone else. She would be the last head of the Ushnomiya family and the last isolated Golden Witch. Ange could be seen on the roof of a skyscraper. Compared to the winds of the world which had beaten down upon her until now, this strong cold wind was warm and pleasant. Below her lay a beautiful nighttime scene, and a dazzling river of red, white, and white lights. It was a clear sky tonight, so there really should have been countless stars stretching out over the sky. However, the light from the ground was so bright you couldn't see them at all. Ange couldn't help but think that what she really sought lay somewhere in that unseen starlight. The world of reality below her looked so far away from here. This place felt to her as the closest to the world she should really be in. There was only one thing that Ange cursed. Why had I not been able to go to that family conference on that day 12 years ago? If I had gone, I would probably have been able to be with my family forever. Recently, I've been having a dream about my family over and over again. Myself of 12 years ago calls out frantically, urging them not to go to the family conference. But both mom and dad are too far away and my hand won't reach them. I reach for the hand of Battler Nissan, who always really loved me, for the hand that would always pat my head. But even though it looks like it's so close to reaching, even that falls short. For some reason, I start having that dream over and over again. Whenever I had that dream, I repeat my useless effort inside the dream, trying to stretch out my hand even more forcefully. If only Battler Nissan at least could have lived. Then perhaps at least two of us could have supported each other through life in this cold and lonely reality. But his hand never reaches me. So even if I climb to the roof of a building as tall as this one, I am distantly separated from all of them. A mysterious girl appears in my dreams and urges me. That girl in my dreams urges me to arrive at the truth of what happened 12 years ago. Oh, so Burncastle is the one that managed to summon her into the timeline of Battler and everyone else.
父さんたちにあの日何があったのかを知ることができたなら帰ってきてくれるの。せめて誰かが。
There was no way that anyone existed who could answer those words. I understand. In this world, I have no family, no friends, no one. So, let's go. Let's go home. To where my family is. From the beginning, Ange's figure had been on the far side of the fence. The scenery below her eyes was distant, beautiful, and so fantastical that it did not give rise to the slightest bit of fear. If I face down, I'll surely be taken to a world below. So I faced up. Because I wanted to be taken to the world above, the world where my family was. Who cares about vast wealth? Who cares about cursed gold? Who cares about the Golden Witch Beatrice? What I really want isn't something that even a mountain of gold will help me obtain. What I need for that is just a small amount of courage to take a single step forward. Just then, I definitely heard a voice. I knew that voice. The voice that had always called to me in my dreams. Before my eyes, in other words, in mid-air above that jet black nighttime scenery, there was a figure of that girl I had seen in my dreams. She spoke again with the same voice I had heard inside my dreams.
あなたの助けが必要なの。私の助け？誰が？あなたの家族がよ。あなたの家族は永遠に12年前の今日から明日に閉じ込められているわ。それを救えば私の家族は帰ってくるの？
When I asked the question, I most wanted to ask, the girl cruelly stopped talking and hung her head.
それは約束できないわ。敵は黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ、強大な相手よ。私には太刀打ちできない。でも同じ黄金の魔女ならなんとかなるかもしれない。何の話かわからないわ。1986年のベアトリーチェに太刀打ちできるのは1998年の最後のベアトリーチェだけ。
Because she inherited the name of the Golden Witch, she probably inherited the abilities as well. So she needs her to come back to the past. Got you.
つまりあなたよ。エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。12年前の魔女が私の家族を奪ったの？そう。あなたの仇にあたる。あなたに常に孤独な未来を強いる元凶よ。私の家族の仇。見返りにあなたの望む最も理想的な世界、家族の帰ってくる世界のかけらを探してあげるの。でも必ず希望が叶うと約束はできない。1986年のベアトリーチェのゲーム版はあまりに完璧。今日の手土産にその理想のかけらを持参しようとしたんだけれど、未だに見つけられないの。かなりの強固な運命よ。ラムダデルタと戦った時以来のね。何を言ってるのかわからない。あなたに復讐のチャンスを。見返りにあなたが享受できる可能性の中で最も幸せな結末を探して持ってくることを約束するわ。復讐。徒労になるかもしれない。仮に復讐を成し遂げられたとしても、家族が帰ってくる絶対の保証はない。奇跡的確率で、せいぜい一人を連れ戻せるかどうかよ。
Andrew now understood the meaning of that dream. That dream where it seemed that with just a little bit more, her hand might at least be able to reach Battler Nissan.
奇跡的な確率でも、それはゼロよりは高いのよね。1% くらい。あらゆる可能性の数値は結果の前に無力よ。だからその数字は私には語ることができない。でも私が何もしないよりは絶対にわずかの可能性がある。ええ、あなたが希望を捨てない限り。ただし覚悟して、それは限りなくゼロに近い。いいわ。乗るわ、その話。いいのね。多分もう二度とここへは帰ってこれないわよ。ここは私のいるべき世界じゃないわ。そして私のいるべき世界は私が自分で探す。あなたの名前を聞かせて。奇跡の魔女ベルンカステル。そして我が名においてあなたは黄金の魔女エンジェ・ベアトリーチェだと認めるわ。今こそあなたは本当の魔女よ。
The instant she proclaimed that I was a witch, I felt dizzy, as though something inside me had changed drastically. Just then I heard a slam. It was the sound of the door connecting the staircase to the roof being opened. There were Aunt Ava's guards. Guards only in name. He said I was already on the other side of the fence and dashed forward, horrified.
20、マルタイ発見、屋上、応援求む。援助さん、探しましたよ。そこは危ないですから、早くこちらへ。
なにあれファンクラブよ。私、結構モテるの。捕まる必要はないわね。行きましょう。
Oh, and now we have the end of this tea party. So this is how she arrives in the last half of episode 3. Looking annoyed, Berncastle turned on her heels. In the jet black sky. Watching that perfectly casual gesture, I followed her as though it was completely normal.
援助さん、待ちなさい。早まるな、危ない。
ああ、ダメね。全然ダメ。じゃあまたね。See you again。迎えにはリムジンをよこしてちょうだい。みんなも一緒だから。じゃあね。
援助さん。
Battler's sister is an interesting character, and I just heard my voice crack again. The next episode has been unlocked, new elements can be accessed. Cool, cool, cool. Oh ho ho! Look what we have. We got new tips, new cat. Oh, okay. Now we can finally check that out. Cool. I've been wanting to check that out for a while too. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back though, we will finally be able to continue on episode 4. At long last, we'll finally be able to see what happens after what happened in part 3. So until then, I'll see you all in the next one.